Hello everyone and welcome to Gossip Connect, the juiciest spot on the internet for real life stories, what is happening behind the scenes and the current state of the country. Powered by Grandaviat Studio, and today we'll be giving you the hottest gist as it is. And today we have here with me,
I remain your girl, Precious, and stay tuned because this one you are going to enjoy it. Trust me. 100.
And to my left, I have the amazing, the controversial, the one that you want to hear, the one you want to see, the amazing. Don't let me say controversial again.
Be careful whether they IPO. Anyways, my name is Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For a short, you can call me Rio, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Gossip Connect. So let's gossip together.
Awesome. My name is Steven Odoli, and today I'm going to be giving you some interesting gist, and I'm going to be humble today. I'm going to be so gentle. However, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the state of the economy.
No. It's still a get palliative now.
No, we still have to calm down.
Otherwise, I'm not coming to anything. I'm not coming. How will you tell me that my 2.5 gig is gone?
No. It's expected that these telecommunication companies will increase their tariff.
But why?
No, they have to. Why? They've increased their taxes. They have to increase the salaries of their staff.
So you're saying
we were not expecting. No. Let's be realistic. I wasn't expecting 50% increment. I wasn't expecting 30. I was expecting at least, if you want to build a house, you have to start from foundation. You can't start to build a house from the roof. Yeah. Right? They just took us boom. As if catapult. You understand?
So I know the funny part. They did it in the middle of the night.
There is nothing in this country that private sector does that the public sector and the government don't know about. So already they've done these things somewhere, and that is why I have never for one day currently liked Nigerian Labour Congress. They don't speak for us when we need them. Honestly, they mostly speak for the civil servant, and it has to be based on salaries or minimum wage. You understand? So apparently, we don't have anybody that is speaking for us in this country. You have to speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you sit down like 30 days rant now, it's not. You are just ranting. You are ranting. Some people, politicians don't sleep. They wake up 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for meetings. They finish work. Malik Kyari was sacked in the midnight. The next morning, President traveled to Paris.
The President was also, announced in the midnight too. Now we woke up to
so if you are going to sleep,
so I don't know what is this midnight thing.
Precious, you can sleep this night, wake up tomorrow to be a commissioner of your state.
Amen.
But you see, one thing stands out, right? Yeah. At least MTN communicated.
Did they?
They did. They released a public release stating apologies, like don't be angry.
Was it before or after the increase?
After the increase. And they communicated.
Like
but Glo, Airtel, nobody said anything. And what Glo did, they pay me. you see Glo. I was bragging to other people. I was like, okay, MTN is from South Africa. Glo is from Airtel is from India.
Okay.
Right?
Glo is Nigeria.
And Glo is Nigeria. Why will Nigeria do this to Nigerians?
But Glo is already seeing Nigeria. See, you cannot blame these people. And I continue to tell you, see, there's a reason why we have lawmakers. But unfortunately, these guys are money makers. They are not lawmakers.
Sure.
You think if the lawmakers stand against this tariff in electricity, in power, and every other infrastructures that Nigerians should be benefiting from the dividend of democracy, you think we will have these problems? These guys were already sorted. Private company will come to sponsor an honorable, or one honorable in the house to go and pass a bill or sponsor a bill, and somebody will just stand up and say the bill I want to pass now is that anybody that did not vote will go for 6 months in prison.
The corruption in this country
is that the next thing we should be doing?
From what you just said, I just picked something there, right? I feel, and I think this is a recommendation to government.
Yeah,
there should be a risk assessment before any policy that they want to introduce. Like, what impact will it have on young people? Now you are saying there is the 3MTT program is going on. You want to raise more tech giants, right? How will they do that when there is no light? The petrol is high.
You know the funniest part now? There's light. But can you afford that light? We'll talk about tariff.
Okay.
Like 5K can only take you maybe 2 days. or maybe 50 hours.
That's if you know
It's crazy.
That's if you do not own your AC. But if you do, just expect it for 30
microwave.
hours.
You see, I'm looking at you. I don't really understand what it's.
Baba,
we
no
use
try
band,
dey
we use
band,
bandy.
See, I feel from the beginning, it wasn't Tinubu that removed subsidy. Tinubu announced the removal of fuel subsidy.
Why
Let's
did
not
they-
go
wait,
there. Baba did not announce it. It was during his is it inauguration?
Yes,
He
no.
did not announce it.
He just
He
jumped
told
the
you guys
ball.
that subsidy is gone.
No. I'm
what he
coming. I'm coming. Let's on that particular matter. Baba did not announce it.
What did he now do?
He was just giving the assurance that it will go. But people, other guys took it that night. I'm coming.
Stephen,
If he wanted to announce it, I'm coming now. If Baba wanted to announce it,
okay,
right, he would have explained further. It was just a statement.
Stephen,
what I was expecting is that maybe the next day they would recall that statement. They will retract that statement.
Why?
But however, it has been in the pipeline.
Now, I'm going somewhere.
It's not like that.
Stephen, before Buhari left, he already removed fuel subsidy.
Buhari?
Yes, I'm telling you.
I'm coming. Do you know? I'm coming.
Everybody,
all of these guys, they stated that they will remove subsidy.
No, but did he explain further after saying that? I mean, Peter Obi, did he explain what he was going to do?
There is also strategies.
No.
I'm coming.
But did he explain where he was going to channel that?
Stephen, when it comes to politics, number one is you actually need to be informed 100%.
Okay.
Because number two is politicians are dicey people. They are deceptive. What's
Deceptive
people, yeah.
And if you need to understand during the campaign, everything Tinubu said he will do is what he's doing. One.
Okay.
So now we have to always take some politician's statement for real. Now he said no matter how you protest, I'm going to remove subsidy. Peter Obi said subsidy is not going to stay a day with me in the office. It means he will also announce it the same day. Now, hold on. Buhari already removed subsidy few months before he left.
Okay.
And then we were using our crew to service our debt. When the only problem I saw in Tinubu was he just said subsidy is gone. It was in his inaugural speech. And immediately he said it. There were queues in the filling stations immediately. I'm coming.
Okay.
The Nigerian Labour Congress were supposed to take action. They refused. They never took any action. They kept quiet until we continued to meet ourselves in messes upon mess. Now, when this man said he was going to buy 160 million naira vehicle for the honorables in Senate and House of Representatives, our so-called Messiah party, Labour Party, we thought they would even reject that vehicle. They all of them accepted the vehicle. Even at the point Peter Obi defended them. But talking about tariff, and let's talk about the one that is affecting both, the rich, the poor, the average, and everybody, which is food security.
Bro,
crazy.
You cannot even, let's say you don't even want to cook, you want to buy food outside. You cannot buy.
Imagine buying food outside is cheaper than cooking at home.
Even when you buy,
even roadside though,
you cannot cook at home this period because you know how much you will buy gas. And you know how much you now buy ingredients,
it's
buy
insane,
protein,
for
and
real.
all.
The government really needs to look into
it's more like they are enslaving us because these people bringing these policies don't even buy all these stuff with their money.
They don't.
They use the taxpayers' money.
They don't, yeah.
Well, I don't know, but when you talk about food now, you talk about the insecurity in the country because farmers can no longer farm on their lands. You go there, the herdsmen will kill you.
See the one happening that happened in Uromi.
Edo State.
Now it's a thing of people are supporting that. Oh, why would you do jungle justice? And people who have experienced it firsthand are saying that they did the right thing.
Crazy.
The people of Benue, they are all saying,
of course,
thank God they did that.
Some years ago.
Because the division in the country is just loud.
And the government make it feel like some part of the country are more important.
Someone said it in the comment section
of the country.
Someone from the north said it in the comment section, was like, you guys don't know Nigeria belongs to the north. Imagine, I will use my sister as an example.
I think that's a case of security.
She did
yes, that's what I'm saying. So you don't blame the youth for not farming.
She left her farm only to go back 2 days later. She saw that someone had burnt down her farm.
That's wickedness.
Someone was burnt down.
That's wickedness.
What she was able to salvage gave her, I think, about 300,000. I'm like, so if that's a no-born, how much would you have made? She said she was looking about close to 1 million naira. I'm like, why would someone just put fire on your farm like that? Just for no reason.
There's no how you will go into business of food or food business that you will not make money.
Say for real.
And I want to also mention, like, there should even be a partnership, because there should be a partnership between that individual, the entrepreneur, and government. Because if you are planting, if you are planting, if you are providing food or producing food, like, it's no longer just an individual business. You are taking care of.
Do you know how much?
Do you
know how much international community gives to government to give people grants on agriculture?
How many people do you know?
That's the question you should ask.
From that grant.
That is the question.
You're now saying that the government should do what? Now government buy them land. Now government buy them
You're talking about a country that favoritism and nepotism is killing us. Now give farmers, people who understand this business, people who are professionals. Give them this grant, let them go. But you prefer to give money that you're supposed to give a farmer. You prefer to use it to do campaign. Do you know what happened during 2020 COVID-19? The palliatives they were supposed to give to the vulnerable people. They kept it somewhere in warehouse until we got angry, and that scenario.
And so many of those things went bad.
No, I just hope the government can do better, because
we just have a lot of
an hungry man is an angry man, and that the implication of this is there will be increase in criminality, there will be increase in terrorism, there will be increase in pickpocket, there will be increase in ritualists, there will be increase in fraud.
It's already happening. Oh my God, you see corporate people begging for transport to go back home, and you just wonder what happened to your salary, and then you will not see that and be like,
because they
salary go. So for real, the government just really needs to look into things, and I feel like we have too many selfish people in public offices, and that is why they don't care about the masses.
Well,
allegedly.
You can say maybe in some places
about the masses, and it is
but Lagos State,
I
am coming.
Continue.
Right? I think you said something about the civil service or the government not being responsive, as it were. But what I'm trying to say is that the government is responsive. Number one is that they are providing some palliatives. I'm coming.
Okay.
That's number one.
Number
two, you can see during the what was that? I think some at least once, twice, 3 times we've seen times where we see that the state government, especially the administration of our governor Abatunde Sanwo-Olu.
Sanwo-Olu.
Yeah, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, right? We will see that there is subsidy on BRT fares.
How long does it take it?
Be that as it may.
2 weeks.
Visit. No.
No, he has returned it. I am telling you that
I am coming.
They have what he reduced the price at a point in time.
Yes. Why? Why did they reduce it?
Why
did they reduce it? It will go back to normal now. It can't be like that forever.
Mr. Stephen.
Yes.
Let me be polite here now.
You see, my face has changed now. Is it my fault?
I won't be that hypocrite that will tell you, oh, I don't see the thing. The eco food or
good.
Relax now.
Oh yeah.
I will state things that they do. Now let's now talk about how many people that are benefiting. When you talk of Lagos State, you are talking about the most populated black state in the world. Now talk about house rents. No matter where your area is, talk about house rent and what is the cost of that house rent.
So this is just something I want to clarify, right? And I feel like, it's very important that people understand this. We cannot generalize that when you hear government, it means something negative, right? Some people in government are actually working. We are talking about the state governments not working. What about the local governments? Do you understand? And some local governments are even performing in particular areas that others are not even doing. Do you understand? So it's very, very important that we clarify that. And I think that is where I spoke from earlier.
Stephen, there is no government that does not work.
For true.
Someday.
No. Some people work to fit their pockets. Some people work because of the interest of the people.
Okay.
Because there is no way.
Work.
There is no way you want to dip your hand in the coffer of a state to remove money without an excuse.
Of course.
In Akwa Ibom, the former governor of Akwa Ibom withdrew 31 billion naira cash.
They have that kind of money.
And now you tell a poor man that you can't withdraw 20,000 naira from ATM.
Wait, by cash you mean like physical
cash, paper.
Sorry, how much again?
31 billion naira.
Okay.
I mean, it's not alleged. You understand? It is what happened.
700 billion?
No, should I tell you one of the problems of this country? The governors. One of the
and they are not
problems of
talked
this
about
country,
enough.
the governor. Since when Tinubu entered, he has increased all state allocations. by trillions of naira, but it's not reflecting.
And the truth is, we don't talk about the governors enough.
We don't.
Yeah.
If we want to protest,
We are more focused on
And another thing is, many times we go to government with problem. Can we just can we change the narrative?
Don't forget about
go with solution.
Sometimes our
Let's go with
expectations
solutions.
are always not
realistic.
But do you think people don't
Exactly.
actually go to the government with solutions?
Not many people go to government with solutions.
Because we don't even have that access.
It's not true.
Provide a platform. Provide a platform. What platform do you know that we youth can go to and say, okay, we have the solution to this, so can we do this? Please just mention.
One. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. The Honorable Commissioner has an open door policy. You go to the Ministry of Youth and Social Development today.
When you say open door, you mean we can go to their office?
Submit your letter. Submit a letter.
Submit a letter.
People are reading it.
No, you are still going analog. The one that's gone digital. We don't have to go knock their doors. Where is the app?
They have social media. They have social media.
Come on.
They have social media.
You think they are the ones handling their social media platforms?
There's somebody that works with the ministry that does that.
And you think that person will relay your message to the governor?
There's the Office of Public Affairs in Lagos State.
Do you know what they are doing now? It's called Delulu.
No.
No, my brother.
No.
Highest form of Delulu.
No. This is something I know.
Look at me. Until we can look at the governor, have a sitting, and
there are
know
many
that he
events
heard
like
us
that.
directly.
There are events like that.
Leave that thing, Baba.
Anyways, before we round up, I just want to say a public opinion will actually help us a lot.
Yeah.
Upon a time, there's a township meeting?
A town hall meeting.
Or town hall meeting.
Oh, that's
where you bring
true.
representatives
That was years
of
back,
the youth and all. But we just need to come back to something.
Yeah, and
Thank you very much.
I think people can also comment in the comment section.
Yes.
Let us know what you think is the best approach, because everybody has, different strokes for different folks.
Sure.
Everybody has their opinion.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comment section what you think the best approach should be. Anything? Final words?
Well, for me, I would say, in as much as we want to blame the government for everything, there are some issues that we citizens will have to take responsibility for.
100%.
That's all I have to say.
Anyway,
We're not saying the same thing, no.
It's good to make this country good starts from you and I.
Of course, it begins with you and I. That's what we are saying. So thank you very much.